What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with Joseph Palacios, aka Joe the Machine, about 4 days out from his next show, which is gonna be Texas Pro. So this guy was the star of Tampa Pro who cracked top 3 and he was able to beat multiple former Olympians. So there wasn't a single guy out there who mentioned this guy as someone who can potentially make top 5 in this past Tampa Pro show, as this was one of the most competitive lineup of this entire year, and the man really shocked everyone. So the bodybuilding media, they need to start mentioning him more and more, because this physique update and how amazing he looks, that is gonna change your perspective about his overall physique. And so what if he doesn't have a very aesthetic shape? He has that dense look to his muscles. He's very thick, and I must say his tremendous chest development, that is off the charts. And all the bodybuilders know, it's not even possible to get an idea how full and hot their chest is gonna be in person, because the camera, the videos and the pictures, they can only capture it to a certain extent. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he turned pro back in 2023, so the guy is very new in the pro ranks. And if he's able to grow those quads, put more volume there, especially from the front, he's going to be extremely impressive in the future, as all the side and the back shots on him, they are very complete and also very competitive top to bottom. So he's being coached by the great Justin Compton, who makes it into the list of those guys who retired too early without fulfilling their true potential. So I for one cannot wait to see Joseph bring an even better package at this upcoming Texas Pro show, and I do think it's gonna be really hard for some of these guys to match that kind of elite conditioning. Before you scroll or blink too hard, have you subscribed yet? Please don't make me bring out the emotional blackmail. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon. It's free, it's painless, and that makes me look way cooler than I actually am. The 212 Olympia champion Keone Pearson posted another physique update less than 10 weeks out, and it kind of seems like it's already game over for the entire 212 competition, because if we look at this comparison shot of him doing the side chest on the Olympia stage last year versus now today, he's looking so close to that look condition wise, and if he drops water, he can step on the stage in maybe like 2 weeks time. But at the same time, he looks so much more rounder and fuller, not to mention so much more bigger. So right now, he is the best body in the pro league across all divisions. And that isn't just my opinion. Majority of the experts out there, they have the same opinion. And that is why they question his decision of staying in the 212, even for next year. So maybe Keone is gonna change his mind after winning his third 212 Olympia title come October. Because as per the title goes, Flex Lewis with 7, he is still the greatest 212 Olympia champion ever. But even the guys who have competed against prime Flex Lewis, they just admit that Keone, with his unbelievable width and possibly greatest aesthetics the world of bodybuilding has ever seen, they would simply be too much, even for someone like Flex. So physique wise, he has already solidified himself as the greatest 212 athlete of all time, and that is going to be set in stone after he wins the Olympia come October. So Keone Pearson is a perfect example of what happens when hard work meets pure talent. At this point, it's game over for everyone else. But let me know what you guys think. Is this the greatest body on the planet right now? It's very much understandable on why Niall Darwin, he decided not to do Texas Pro, as the amount of praise he received after Tampa Pro, that was so overwhelming that each week from now, leading to his second Olympia competition, that is of the utmost importance, and that matters a lot. And at this point, it is very realistic for Niall and his coach to think that maybe they can aim for the top 6 at the Olympia this year, or maybe top 8. Now if the coach of Mike Sommerfeld, who right now is the favorite to win this year's Classic Physique Olympia title, he mentions your name among the list of those guys who can make the maximum impact at this year's Mr. Olympia, then you know you are the real deal and you are legit a great talent.
Then you got Niall from the UK, who looks absolutely insane.
So there was around 6 pounds difference in Niall's stage weight from the Olympia last year to this past Tampa Pro. So with another 2 pounds of room to grow, and that 6 pounds, they can make the biggest difference in the world. So this guy is the perfect example of what a statuesque physique looks like. And he outclassed a guy like Matthias, who is another great rising talent. And he did that in terms of everything. Aesthetics, conditioning, flow, all the boxes were checked. So now Niall will be keeping his head down, and all the focus that will be on one thing, bring a wider back, because that has to be the only knock on his physique now. Can we all agree that the mutant Nick Walker, he has the arms, which every pro bodybuilder out there wishes to have. Those are, without any shadow of a doubt, the best arms in the men's open class. And who else thinks that Nick has unlocked a whole new level after coming off at the New York Pro last year, and also after winning the New York Pro this year? So can we even blame him for being this confident, or what some people perceive as being cocky? I mean, he has the size to dwarf many people out there on that Olympia stage, and the man just keeps on growing with every passing week, while at the same time staying super damn lean.
What do you think people misunderstand about you most?
My confidence. People think I'm very arrogant. People think I'm very cocky.
So his former coach Matt Jensen, he not only did a disservice to Quentin Beastwood last year at the New York Pro, and also Nick Walker, although he won that show, but that made him very vulnerable. And majority of the people out there, they started to count him out, that he's done and his physique is gonna decline from that point onwards, without realizing that Nick is only 31 years old. And if he stays very healthy, he has at least 7 to 8 years to stay at the top of his game. So at this point, it's all a matter of him staying healthy and injury-free. So if we look back at some of the prep pictures from the Olympia last year, before he dropped out, it's so insane to think how different and underwhelming he looked compared to how the man is looking right now. So for Nick, it seems like everything has clicked perfectly throughout this year, especially during this year's Olympia prep.
I've never heard Palacios say, "Oh my God," like that before. That's good. Let's go. Must be improving. Let's go.
Next up, we have another update from the reigning Arnold champion Derek Lunsford. I guess this was taken around 11 weeks out mark from the Olympia this year. And great to see Derek's impression after impressing the one guy who has played a massive role in his training over the last few months. And that is his trainer Fabrico from Brazil. So Derek is also improving with every passing week. And even Chris Aceto, he was very honest and also very real when asked what does Derek needs in order to win the Olympia this year. So the answer to that question is to come in better than his Arnold Ohio look. And some of us do not seem to understand the amount of hate that Derek gets. I mean, we all have our favorites. And there isn't even a single bodybuilder on the planet who doesn't have any weaknesses. So by saying that Derek belongs in the 212, that is nothing but hate. He was able to beat 2 of the best bodybuilders on the planet. And that too just this year. And the guy just turned 32. So just think about the time that he has in order to improve his physique and continue to be very formidable. Even the biggest weaknesses that Derek had back in 2022 when he made his Olympia debut in the men's open, the chest and the shoulders, they have gotten a lot better over the years. It's all about Derek hitting that perfect peak, the way he did for the Arnold Ohio this year. And almost every bodybuilding expert out there is gonna agree that Derek at his best, he's gonna be fighting for the Olympia title without any shadow of a doubt. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.